Hello and welcome to HanaMate. In this video I want to show you how I made this type of junk journal page. So I am combining pages from a book, a dictionary, Webster dictionary, and tissue papers and napkins. So thin papers, and this is the final product, how it looks like. I'm quite happy. There is definitely more room to add different embellishments and writing, right, for the journal. However, the pages are a good base. So I would like to show you what I used. So I had old Webster's dictionary. First of all, they are almost free, and the paper is very thin, so it's easy to work with. And I do love the write-ups, the size of the letters, and the pictures, occasional pictures. And then I use different types of tissue paper. So you get a lot for the money, I guess, because it's super thin paper that's used for wrapping gifts. So I don't know the amount actually, but I visited the store that claims to be selling stuff for $1 only, and I found a few different patterns, and I'm pretty sure these will last me for years to come. So as I mentioned, you can use tissue paper and you can use napkins. However, napkins are few layers, so you do want to make sure you peel off just the top layer. When it comes to tissue papers, I do like to tear the edges rather than cutting it with scissors. There is something junk journally about it. The other thing is that there are so many different patterns, so many, and they are incredibly um, lovely to look at. Some of them are kind of artsy, some are whimsical, some are kind of old-fashioned already. Um, this is napkin, right? Like, yeah, they have the best ones. So that's 3 layers, and I just kept the top one, right? Um, this one actually, I just recently ordered it, and the botanicals are amazing. So all you need is some great workspace. I have pages from cardstock, so it's thicker than usual paper, and then I glue the pages from a book. I prefer to slap it on paper that's bigger size than the page 2e, um, so I don't have to measure it, and I don't have to. This way I make sure that the edges are clear, right? That I don't have it smaller, even though it doesn't matter. What I did right now is that I covered the empty gap between 2 columns, right? I don't like the look of it really, so I prefer if I cover it up and it's all basically letters and pattern. Once again, I tore it instead of cutting it with scissors because I like the look. When it comes to the tissues, they are um, pretty easy to flatten. So even if you see one that has got creases and folds, once you glue it, they come out great. That said, it's junk journal, so any kind of imperfection is allowed. The other thing is that if you are not shy, you can always uh, take or ask if you're going to a birthday party and somebody's unwrapping insane amount of gifts. They probably have different types of tissue paper in the gift wraps already, and if you're not shy, you can always ask to have it. Most of the time, people either recycle the whole bag of tissue paper or they dump it. Once again, it's not expensive. It's more, to me, the kind of environmental side, being frugal and not wasting resources. So in this case, I am actually keeping the gap, right? And then I put the tissue paper on it. As you can see, I'm always overlaying and then I chop away the edges, and that works great for me. So I am using Webster's dictionary because, as I mentioned, I like the font, I like the lettering, I like the little pictures. However, there are many opportunities, and once you start creating your own junk journaling pages, you may become addicted to thrift stores because there are so many great books that you can use. Um, However, I'm creating these pages as a basic, right? That's just a base for a future amazing artsy craftsy page. Um, and I will be adding more different papers, stickers, embellishments, write-ups. So you sort of will not even see what's on the bottom. So yes, I sped up this video, but if you see me not being too careful, I am not being sloppy. I just know that it does not really matter, and I do myself kind of appreciate the imperfections. Even though right here I peeled off a little bit more because I didn't like what was showing. So anyhow, there are tons and tons and tons of different options how you can make this, what you can do. The one thing I didn't mention is use of a glue. So I do have to admit, as much as I dislike glue sticks because of the plastic use, I do find them incredibly convenient. So if there is time that I don't have much time to use liquid glue, I just go for a glue stick. I do find the glue actually very good quality. That said, tissue papers and thin paper is very easy to attach and holds well. And you can use whatever glue you want. And this is the final product. I just want to kind of show you how it looks like once it is in Junk Journal. So I guess just for this video I put all of them on the left side, but you can combine it in any way you want, right? Since I'm using this type of mini binder, I can flip them in opposite direction and I can have like two facing each other. I think I mentioned everything I wanted to say. Do make sure that the basic page, the starting paper, is a thicker or like not too thin cardstock. It's just easy to work with that. And that's about it. I had tons of fun. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope somebody got inspired. If you like my ideas, you can follow me on Instagram or on Facebook. Thanks for watching, Hanamate.